Is what you see on your screen real or just digital noise? I'm Nguyễn Gia Như, and I believe digital literacy is the ultimate superpower. In an age of deepfake, get ready to see your phone in the whole new light.
Hello to all students, parents, and everyone is tuning in today, and welcome to the iSMART Ambassador Talk and Share, a place where we don't look for cookie-cutter answer, but a space for our ambassador to share their perspective on social issues. And through their unique and colorful story, they can prove that just by being heard, each individual can bring a truly wonderful story to the table and then spread inspiration that drive action into real world. AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's right here in your pocket, changing the way we live and learn. Can you guess this word come from who? This one is come from our ambassador, the student who won the title Global Ambassador Voice as well as iSMART Athlete Ambassador at iSMART Playground. And today, let's welcome Nguyễn Gia Như.
Hello everyone, my name is Nguyễn Gia Như, and I'm currently an 8th grader at Nguyễn Văn Bá Secondary School. To talk about my journey with iSMART, I'm proud to have earned the title of Global Voice Ambassador and iSMART Elite Ambassador at iSMART Ambassador Contest. This competition was a fantastic opportunity for me to showcase my passion for English, especially through my project.
Okay, so Gia Như, now I'm really curious that what was really in your thoughts when you popped up with the word AI is no longer the futuristic concept?
So to be honest, it's actually that what actually popped into my head late one night while I was struggling with my contest for creating the videos. So that statement is my realities. If you look at how I spend my day, you see that AI has basically become my digital copylist.
So smart, girl. Okay, so now let's do a quick Q&A, okay? So now please give me 5 adjectives that you think it describes you briefly and then send a greeting to our audience today.
So if I have to choose 5 words to define who I am, this would be creativity, passion, tech-savvy, inquisitive, and expressive. I think these 5 traits actually can express my characters the most. Is what you see on your screen real or just digital noise? I'm Nguyễn Gia Như, and I believe digital literacy is the ultimate superpower. In an age of deepfake, today we're moving past textbook to build your digital armor. Get ready to see your phone in the whole new light.
Good job, nice. Okay, Gia Như, before we dive in, I want to play a mini game again with you. Okay, so now hold on, fan fingers for me. Yeah, and imagine that you have 10 minutes break with your phone. So what would you do with it? Now I'm gonna sing out a few things, and if you have done it before, put one finger down. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so texting your friend. Okay, searching the Facebook, scrolling TikTok, ChatGPT, search for meme, sending message. Okay, good job. So you put quite a lot, right?
Yeah, I put quite a lot.
Okay, so with all your choice, be honest. You think that you use your phone to learn a new thing or just relax?
Well, it's really hard to say because I both use for learning and for relax.
Yeah, so you balance it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's okay with relaxing, right? Yeah. But you know what? I noticed one thing in our life now. Most of us pick up the phone out of the habit, not out of thoughts. And it's also the main topic today. So Gia Như, the winner of the title Global Voice Ambassador, did the AI and technology truly support you without taking your time and thoughts away? Now let's get to the first question with her. Okay, so Gia Như, back to your woes. AI is no longer the futuristic concept. It's right here in my pocket and changing the way I learn, I live. So when you feel this more real in your life?
As someone who quite into video editing, I see AI impact every time I open CapCut. The app use AI to automate the most tedious part, like generating subtitles or removing background. Essentially, it's handle the hard labor so I can focus on the creativity side.
I also see a lot of students like you using AI so much, but actually use the technology and use it smartly. Kind of difference, right? How do you think about this?
So, in my perspective, I believe that there are a massive gap between being technically fast and digitally wise. You can see this difference clearly in how people consume information. So for one thing, it's come down to how we handle information. Most kids today can navigate on any app at lightning speed, which make them tech savvy. In contrast, wise users pause to fact check, ensuring they are manipulated by fake news or toxic trend. Another point is how we use our time. A wise person treats their device as a productive tool. Instead of watching what the internet shows us, they use it to master new language or learning new skill. So, truth be told, being fast with your thumb is just a habit. But being wise is a mindset. So in the end, the real winner isn't the one who uses the most, but the one who uses it to add value to their life.
Okay, good job. I saw it too. Yeah, use wisely. And you know what? You have said about the fake news. Yeah, you mentioned about fake news. So I'm also curious about it too. Like, have you ever searched for something you want to learn online, but then later you found it untrue? And how can you deal with it? How can you address it?
Well, I've been tricked by online information more than I would like to admit.
Okay.
A clear example was when I searched for some medical advice for my skin allergy. I followed some natural remedies from a social media post, but instead of getting better, my condition were worse. So it turned out the information was completely unverified and lacked any scientific basis. So nowadays, most platforms care more about viral videos than the truth. Consequently, I was drawn to a flashy video rather than looking for a reliable medical website. Since that experience, I have completely changed my search habit. Whenever I find a very important information, I usually double check it. Like, I open multiple tabs to compare the information between that social post with the official new one. So in conclusion, like, the internet is a double-edged sword. Having too much information is useless if we don't know how to filter it.
Good job. Oh, you know what? I was in the same condition with you too. One time when I have a lot of deadlines and then I stay up to the late night and I started to I need something so sweet, and then I get used to it. So I tell AI, I stay up late and I really want something sweet and I can't keep focus on my study. What was that? What happened with me? And she said that, oh, I have a foggy brain. I went, what? So yeah, not everything is true in the AI, right? In the internet. So we have to verify it first. Okay, so beside of it, how about texting friends? Do you have any rules or any regulation that you chatting on the online group or just with your friends? And have you ever broken that rules? And how it's happened?
So, actually, I do have some few personal rules to keep my digital life positive. My main rule is the think twice rule. I never post or reply to someone when I'm feeling emotional. So it's very important to keep a cold head. Online groups can get toxic very quickly. So that being said, I have definitely made a mistake before. Once I got annoyed because my teammate was being lazy. So I sent a very mean message to the whole group. The main thing I realized afterward was that my word didn't fix the problem. It just made the atmosphere in the group become awkward. So the lesson is once you hit send, it's really hard to get it back. So staying polite is always better choice than winning an online argument.
Yeah, good job. You know what? In Vietnamese, we have the sentence lựa lời mà nói cho vừa lòng nhau, right? Yeah. Please saying good things with your good mouth. Okay, so have you ever so please tell me what's the common mistake as a student at your age that you usually see, and have you ever made that mistake before? If have, please tell us about it.
So, as can be seen, the biggest mistake that people at my age make is oversharing. We often post our location, our school name, our privacy information without thinking about its safety. On the top of that, many of us don't really check the privacy setting, so as a result, we basically leaving our digital dolls for everyone to see it. So I'm actually guilty of this too. A couple years ago, I went to a concert with my cousin. So I was so excited, so I posted my ticket with my QR code on it.
Oh my gosh, I can guess.
Then my cousin warned me to don't post it. So immediately I stopped it before.
Oh my gosh, I wish I the one who see your post. Okay.
Okay. So in short, I think that we must be careful about what we post online.
Okay, good message. Okay, so it's the drawbacks of the technology, right? So have you ever thanks to technology?
Well,
what does it mean?
Well, one of the most remarkable way I've been able to connect with others is through a real-time collaborative software.
Okay.
Like, for example, when I'm writing a script, I can interact with people on different locations on the same digital canvas. In traditional setting, collaborating on a documentary would involve a version control nightmare, passing files back and forth, leading to confusion and some loss of process. However, thanks to cloud-based tools, I can see another person moving while we brainstorming. It turned a lonely job into a fun team project. We can fix and change a story together, even if we are far apart. This is fast and easy. It's only possible because the modern technology.
Okay, good job, sir. Thanks to technology, right?
Yeah.
So looking back at how you doing with the technology, what do you think you are doing well with it, and what you have to improve more? Can you share with us?
So one thing I believe that I'm doing good right now is using technology to self-improvement. Whenever I encounter a problem like a very difficult math questions, I can use platform like YouTube, Google or ChatGPT to find the tutorial or answer for that question. This makes my learning process faster, more productive, and than just relying on the textbook. On the other hand, I have to admit that I could be smarter about my screen time management. Even though I use technology for study, it's very easy to get distracted. Sometimes I spend about 5 minutes to check my message, but it ends up to scrolling for an hour. I think I need to be more disciplined and use the do not disturb mode more often.
Did you just tell about me? Did you just show about me? Okay.
I think everyone.
Yeah. We should more discipline.
Yeah.
Hit the discipline playground. Okay, so again, some people say that in digital age, the most important skill is not how to use AI, but how to use it smartly. Do you agree with it?
Well, absolutely agree with this statement. Nowadays, almost everybody can swipe a screen or use an app, so this basic skill is not special anymore. So the real challenge is the digital literacy, which means knowing what information is true, how to protect their privacy, and how to stay productive. If you have the best tools but use them to waste your time and spread misinformation, then the technology is actually a disadvantage. So in my perspective, there are two main reasons for this structure. First, technology is designed for addicted. Yeah, things like notifications or infinitive scrolling like TikToks keep us hooked, and it's very hard to stop. Second, we are taught to how to type and use software in school, but we aren't always taught how to type, how to manage our mental health and verify facts online. So people have technical skills, but lack wisdom to control their digital habit.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Now people they do research about how to hook it in their video, so it's kind of dangerous now. But yeah, with your two main ideas, I think everyone has the answer now. And finally, it's the best part today. Okay, so Gia Như, if you could send one message to all the audience today about the true meaning of using smart technology, what would it be?
So my message is simple. So remember, technology should be your catalyst for your skill, not a substitute for your life. Being smart with technology means you have the discipline to use it to enhance your skill, not a scream to escape the reality.
Yeah, good job. So thank you a lot, Gia Như, for being here today with us. And I believe that there's one thing we need to remember after the conversation. AI is not something we need to fear. And as you have mentioned, that's why we should embrace AI, because it's a tool and it's be here to help us learn, grow, and be better, not to replace us, right? And that also exactly the spirit of iSMART Ambassador Talk and Share. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to follow iSMART for getting more inspiring story. See you in the next episode.